The following show is not intended for children under the age of 17. There will be foul language and adult content. Viewer discretion is advised.
When I'm in my zone, I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm unknown to the world that's full of clones. My originality's focused on principalities broken. I'm loaning my heart and soul to the game that's scared to pay it back. And failure is a motherfucker. The strength to go on and believing in another sucker who don't see the vision in you. So you gotta work harder times two. Gotta make it do what it do with the limited sources you have. Your dream is still a finding motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Yeah. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long, and burdens I've outweighed. When you see me in my zone.
Man, here it is. I seen your face look kind of crazy when the intro started. Michael, you good?
Hey, it caught me off guard.
Oh, the disclaimer?
Yeah.
Oh man, I guess you done missed that. We done had the live disclaimer for a minute now.
It just caught me off guard because I started rapping the song and I was like, the song ain't started. And your voice came across.
Hey, YouTube can't fuck with us. We good. The disclaimer, we protected. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Back to Reality show. Why am I saying the Back to Reality show? Because last week we was live on location. Boy, that shit was live in the 4.5 and we was tearing it up in the 2.81. All right. That show was fun. That show was sensational. The TikToks are up because we was just, I don't know. It was ignorant. All right. It was about the perfect,
very much so,
gentlemanly style show you could have. We had drinks, we had cigars, we had good vibes, we had cameos. We looked like a regular Marvel film.
Hey, by the way, we definitely had to review Shea by Laportier today.
Yes.
Because man.
Yes. So now that we've recovered from National Big Back Day, I told you I was an Olympic event. Boy, it was hard. It was hard to get in the motherfucking gym after that, but we did it anyway. So, needless to say, just like you see me being the man they call Mr. GQ, the big back training arc was a complete success because when I stepped on the scale, I gained 4.5 motherfucking pounds. So it was a success. So that means I got what the fuck I wanted.
Wow. Okay. You know, it's your boy DJ Micah B, the leader of the new old school.
What's going down is Mr. Jen, and my back's still hurting.
No Diddy dust, no nothing.
I'm trying to say, like, man,
Not the backside. See, y'all need Jesus.
Nah, don't do that.
We need clarification.
Don't do
Nah,
that.
my back still hurt from the Big Back Day, man.
It's a reference to Big Back.
I'm tired.
We're referencing. We're asking these questions for research purposes. That's it.
What's going on, y'all? It's Outlaw, and we got 21 days till Christmas.
Damn, I got one more paycheck till Christmas.
Same here.
Damn salary life.
It's tragic. Well, it's 3 paychecks this month.
This is true. It is 3 paychecks this month, 100%, which is also kind of dope. It's like a early Christmas present, and it's a Happy New Year present simultaneously.
Is it 5 weeks in this month?
No, It's just a holiday at the end of the month.
Yeah, the way
everybody get paid early.
Yeah, we're gonna get paid early.
Like I'm gonna get paid on like the 29th.
Oh yeah, well you get paid twice a month, right?
Yes, that's why we said 3 checks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get paid on the 31st.
I get paid weekly. So
I'll get paid before the 31st for sure because the military system is weird like that. But anyhow, I digress. So my house is fully decorated for Christmas. We have a tradition with that we have started with the little one. We are doing Elf on a Shelf. The whole family is involved. The true mastermind behind the Elf on a Shelf is her big sister. So this morning, the elf's name is Peppercorn. That's what she decided to name that. I don't ask questions. But this morning, Peppercorn was sitting on her eating tray and he took a poop.
Wow. He said, you got Elf on the Shelf and y'all named it Peppercorn.
No, not they. She
named it Peppercorn. Hey, you have to be careful these days. You have to be careful.
Being careful with shit. Not in my household. We normal around here.
No, but hey,
no confusion.
But in the Caribbean, peppercorn trying to horn. That's the new one. Not elf on the shelf. Peppercorn trying to horn.
Well, we talking about a toddler and an elf on the shelf. Boy,
my daughter's elf name is Emma. I don't know.
Look, I got my boy Candace here with me. That was a joke for him. Caribbean people. Peppercorn on the horn.
Hold on. So your daughter named the elf Emma.
Yeah, but Emma stays at.
Lord,
that's an old name.
Zoolander reference, Blue Steel?
No, Lucille.
Lucille. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
They named the other one Emma.
Emma, Lucille, and Peppercorn. Boy, we got creative.
But Emma stays at Gigi house, so Gigi has to do all that stuff. Be at the house. Only at Gigi house.
The first night we had toilet paper hanging from the ceiling fan. It was pretty epic. We be living it up around here. But Micah saw it. He's seen how decorated this house is for Christmas.
It's decorated.
I'm gonna have to definitely swing over there and see before y'all take everything down.
Oh, it's gonna be up till probably March.
Big facts. Big facts.
Speaking of that, we were speaking of my house on Saturday. So I had DJ Michael B pull up. Joseph pulled up. We watched and CJ. Shout out to CJ, punk ass fan of the CEO of the Jets organization. Huck them hoes. But anyhow, I digress. We came to watch. We watched Survivor Series War Games. Sensational PLE. But Micah and Joseph got to experience. I had I put my hands on some smoked wings with some new seasonings I had got, and needless to say, they enjoyed that. So,
bruh, fire! Hey, you get 5 out of 5. 5 stars. Them shits was great.
So I'm gonna have to bring them seasonings on the show. So these seasonings that I'm using are so they're called Feast Mode. It's like a reference to beast mode, but these are meal prepper seasonings. So for people that's trying to eat a little healthier and not, eat a bunch of salt, black folks, we love our salt and shit like that. And our Asian folks, we all love our salt. So this is the way to cut back on the sodium intake and some other shit with these very much healthier seasonings. So one of the sets of wings that we did was a Texas Cajun blend. Another one that we did was a Tennessee whiskey. And then I did a blend of Asiago jalapeno with the with something. Oh, butter and herb. There we go. Butter and herb.
Yeah, butter and herb.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was amazing. Them wings,
all of them fresh off the smoker.
I promise y'all. I promise y'all. We had just left Red Robin for Joseph's birthday, and then went by GQ.
Yum.
And immediately I smelled them wings, and I was like, I gotta eat again. Immediately I smelled it. Was like, I gotta eat again.
Hey, I saw you had some smoked Chex Mix the other day too.
Yeah, right? I'm jumping into a new phase of life. Me and my wife were doing some stuff, so we made some smoked Chex Mix. I brought it to work. The coworkers loved it, so we did a sweet and savory blend, and then we did a Texas Cajun with a little jalapeno blend on the
I'm jealous
smoked Chex Mix game. Oh, I still got some bags for you. Don't worry.
Now I'm about to start firing up my pit more often. You got me jelly.
I get inspired. We had a quick backstory before we get into the show about the smoked Chex Mix. So whenever we went to Minnesota for the wedding, one of my other side of the family members had brought some smoked Chex Mix to the wedding reception. I was like, and I didn't know it was smoked at first. I just ate and I was like, man, this shit is amazing. He's like, oh, have you never had Chex Mix off the smoker before? I said, absolutely the fuck not.
Hell the fuck no. Why the fuck would you do that?
But that's the thing. We live in Texas. And why the fuck did I have to go to Minnesota to try that for the first time?
Why did you come up with it?
We'll deep fry some shit in a heartbeat. We'll do
but listen,
we'll deep fry some shit.
But after I had it, I was like, yeah, I got to put that in my memory bank. I got some ideas. And lo and behold, we sure did it. And boy,
I need you to go ahead and look up firecracker crackers as well. You need to get on the train with that.
Want some smoked cracklings?
Crackers.
Oh.
Like the ones that's already in the box?
The saltines, but you season them up. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about some spicy crackers that come in a little thing that had a. Okay.
No. Gotcha. No. You get regular saltines and you season it up. Right. It's ranch and a little bit of cayenne, a little bit of red chili flakes. Like, yeah.
Well, listen.
Hey, that ranch powder be hitting.
I got. Hey, listen. I got one of them feast modes. It's called Farmhouse Ranch. It's a sensational flavor. So well, if we keep going about food, we're gonna have a whole show about food. So most importantly, all right, it's been a hell of a, we'll call it 14 days, because we ain't really get to talk about nothing last week, because we did, of course, we did the live on location, the round of 32. A lot of controversy, got a lot of feedback. There were some people, even I had an appointment Monday and we was talking about it, and they were like, "Of course, Whataburger won." I was like, I mean, it's not surprising, but
it wasn't surprising, even though KFC should have won. But that's just based on the Caribbean KFC.
There was a lot of controversy in there, but Outlaw prefaced it all. He said it's gonna be some controversy, it was gonna be some hurt feelings, and if y'all didn't listen, well, that's too damn bad.
I don't think we've ever had a round of 32 that was not controversial. Like, that's just.
I don't think we ever had a round of 32 that had what felt like 12 fucking people. We had a massive ass panel.
Hey,
I think we
just kept getting added.
We've had a controversial round of 32 over and over again. So why would this one be any different?
None of them will top the first one, like the very first round of 32 with the
look at Mulich. Mulich said it was me.
He played a role. 100%. So let's get to our new favorite segment, man. Let's get to something called Man, you swear we be having a damn concert with some of these soundtracks, man. God, man. Be forgetting sometimes. Oh yeah, we on a whole ass live show. All right, so let's get to it. What's trending, ladies and gentlemen, is where we have done our due diligence. Really and truly, we haven't. What's trending is a lazy segment, because we find these shits by laying in bed and scrolling on TikTok and social media and shit like that. So it's kind of a lazy segment, but it ends up being a fire ass segment. So let's get to, speaking of TikTok, the very first controversial trending topic that I think is funny as hell. And I looked up this person's net worth to make sure that they weren't supposed to be a dumbass millionaire instead. So it kind of panned itself out. It's okay. But let's talk to Marlena Velez. All right. She is a TikToker, an influencer on TikTok. She's a shop talker, to be exact, who has been arrested for stealing from Target. How did they figure out that she was stealing from Target? Well, she was recording it and posting about her hauls that she got from Target and all this other shit. And what Target does is, because she was doing it at the self-checkout, is Target, of course, records you while you're at the self-checkout, and they wait. So she had gone back like multiple times, and they were waiting for her to get to a certain dollar amount. So what she was doing, which is kind of slick, I ain't gonna lie to you, is she was going up to the register, to the self-checkout, and she was scanning the tag of something cheaper and coming home with the more expensive items, like the makeups and all the stuff like that. So then she got caught and she got arrested, because when you fuck around, you find out.
Quick, fast, and hurry.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna lie, when I seen that, I was like, wait, what? I was like, this is what we're doing. We are recording ourselves, and this is what we talk about. This is why I am thankful that our generation was not like this when we were living life. Because, yeah,
that's a lot of clout chasing. That's all it is clout chasing.
Well, and you know, the more I'm on TikTok and I watch certain things, even the Instagram Reels, which I think are starting to get a little bit more raunchy than the fucking TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know,
depends on your algorithm.
Yeah, but your algorithm on Instagram is much more sensitive than TikTok.
You click one chick twerking.
Yes, bro. You click one like video and it's on and popping, and you like, hold the phone, bro. Like, I'll be trying to watch my gym motivations and all this other shit. I'm like, time out. But
you gotta be careful scrolling at work sometimes.
You don't even have to like the video. You just had to send it to somebody, and next thing you know, you 10 videos.
That's true. That also goes with the algorithm, because all those metrics are measured. The amount of favorites, shares, and likes and comments is all how Instagram picks up their their overall algorithm stuff.
I'll say this: the hardest algorithm to fix, the hardest, is your YouTube algorithm. You let your toddler watch one goofy ass cartoon, and your shit fucked up. You watching all kinds of Bingo and Blippy and Bluey and Cocomelon Man.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's my wife's YouTube is
you
like that
triggered
right now.
You a little triggered right now, brother. You look stressed out.
I'm trying to tell you, your kid will fuck up your YouTube algorithm for months.
Exactly. That's I try to get my daughter her own account for stuff just for that reason. But you know that at the same time they're still gonna click on whatever the first thing. They're clicking too fast, unless you know that your stuff.
And it'd be a wrap.
You know what I feel like what separates kids these days from us is like when we was kids, bro, we actually had commercials and you couldn't skip them bitches. You had to go switch to
I've been telling everybody that like the past 2 weeks, kids ain't never gonna have that nostalgic feeling. I was sitting there and listening to commercials, having an orange cassette,
waiting for your show to come on. You couldn't go look.
You gotta run to the bathroom. Run to the bathroom.
Because instead of having fucking commercials, they got ads, and the ads be annoying as fuck.
You can press pause on the TV.
The ads be irrelevant on YouTube. Like, bro, this ad don't even make sense.
Man, kids these days will never know what it's like to get like a Power Rangers Megazord toy commercial. Right. And you're like, Mom, I want that. And she'd be like, wait till Christmas. Wait till Christmas.
That or because like when me and my sisters be watching the same TV, like we used to make it into a whole game. So like this is back when you actually had to put effort into making jingles for commercials and shit. So when some of these commercials came on, we was sitting there, we would start rapping the fucking whatever the commercial and shit was on.
Jamie Foxx show, Jingles 2000.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know how much TV really Mikey and Outlaw, because this commercial didn't exist at the time when you watched TV. But you remember when Arid first came out, the deodorant?
Yeah.
Stress stinks.
Oh,
Arid works.
Yeah, that we used to turn that into a whole rap cipher in the house when that damn commercial came out.
No, I'll tell you, Sprite has some iconic commercials. Mountain Dew.
Sprite did have some fire ones.
Yeah.
The Sprite remix
Apple.
commercial.
Sprite remix. Yeah.
Apple, when they first started getting hot, them Apple products, they had some commercials.
Y'all got me messed up. The best one was definitely for a well-trained dog. Call man's best friend.
I don't know.
See,
JG Woodworth went hard.
Hey, JG Wentworth still relevant.
Yeah.
They got you see the newest one they got, don't you? They in the club now.
Yeah, they're in the club now.
It's like a DJ playing an EDM style beat. Like it's a whole thing.
I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now.
You
know what one smacked? FREE, that spells free. Creditreport.com.
Hey, them free creditreport.com commercials was firing.
That's how I know you was watching Maury.
Oh yeah.
And then get connected for free.
The Phoenix commercials or the Bride University.
The Bride University.
Nothing is more legendary. You're sitting at home, you do nothing, your life is passing you by. Nothing is more.
Have you heard the interview on that? That he said he never went to that college.
I know he didn't.
I know, but listen, if you want to talk about gaslighting at its finest, this is gaslighting before gaslighting was a thing, bro. Like this man literally made people like, "Hey, let me get my bum ass off this couch real quick. Go get my college degree."
How you know I was on this couch like this?
10, 11 years old, feeling like I wasn't doing shit with my life because of this dude. and let's not forget 800-588-2300
Empire today.
See?
No, y'all talking about nostalgia. Y'all remember infomercials?
Man,
all of them
now.
R.I.P. Billy. I forget his last name.
Billy Mays.
OxyClean guy.
Billy Mays, the Oxy Man. The Oxy Man. No drug pun intended.
Maybe you know you would never want, but like it's kind of cool, but you would never want to spend money on it.
Yeah, I did spend a lot of money on OxyClean. I still use OxyClean to this day.
I still use OxyClean to this day because
that goes with my laundry. That shit is.
And then, of course, one of the most recent ones. You don't have to be lonely
at farmersonly.com.
You know, hey,
Hey man, Tinder ain't for everybody. Sometimes you be looking for a farmer.
Hey, bro, look. I will tell y'all this though. The one that absolutely slaps was Insurance Depot. That shit was crazy. That black lady sung with all her soul. Insurance, call the depot. 730 DEPO. Hey, she was in that hole, getting it.
That was hard.
We can't skip over the classic McDonald's jingle. Come on now.
There's
lights go out, but I'm not sleeping. I know it. Don't play with me.
Because that was back when McDonald's actually was a quality establishment. And they had all the McFlurry flavors in the machine.
We had birthday parties at the McDonald's.
Let's not forget that we had a whole boy band sing about baby back ribs. I'm just saying.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
Chili's baby back ribs.
Chili's is back, baby back, baby
back.
Chili's
was actually decent. Nowadays they just high.
Hey, Chili's still got some drinks though.
Yeah. Some drinks go hard.
I don't know that little smokehouse combo at Chili's still smack though.
And that Cajun pasta still be hitting too.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to walk-ons.
I hate walk-ons.
Yeah, I like that.
Really, you hate walk-ons?
What?
It's not. I don't like that.
Who hurt you?
No, I just don't. I look. Listen, I like the Gator wrap, but outside of the Gator, like the pasta is, I don't like it. I think the pasta's trash.
Oh, the pasta's trash.
Do you hate bombshells too?
I hate bombshell wings, but bombshells got better food outside of wings, like the pizza and shit like that.
I didn't realize bombshell actually had food. I've only ever got drinks there.
Man, bombshell got some fire ass drinks.
Bombshells ain't better than Twin Peaks, so
I was just about
to say the drinks is on par. The drinks is competitive.
Yeah, but see, if I'm going to a bar like Bombshells, I'm also going to eat. So I'd rather.
Yeah, but that's why you got to find your.
Let's stop right there. I'm just gonna say let's go to Pluckers.
I'm definitely gonna say let's go to Pluckers.
I hate Pluckers with a passion,
bro. What?
God damn.
Bro, hate them.
I'm not the biggest Pluckers fan, but at the same time,
you don't like the Batman drink, bro.
I'm just going.
No. Again, the drinks there are fire, but I'm talking about the food. The food is not good,
bro.
Nope, hell no.
Wow, I never met somebody that just absolutely hates
better wings.
Don't like them.
Better wings from where, bro?
If I say my house, y'all are gonna find that offensive.
Yeah, better wings at the crib.
Better wings at Twin Peaks. Big facts.
Better wings at GQ's dad house.
I actually disagree. Sure. I don't like Twin Peaks' wings all that much.
I like Twin Peaks.
They're good. They're good. Like I don't think they're gross, but I don't think they're better than Pluckers.
But you know what though? Here's what I will say. Whenever I first heard of Pluckers, they had the only one in San Marcos at the time. As far as I knew, that was the only one because it wasn't out here yet.
Yeah, I think it started in San Marcos.
And then when it got out here, and I went to Pluckers, I was like, "This is garbage."
Listen,
the one out here to me, it sucked. I don't know if that's the case if I go back to San Marcos or whatever. But
the one that me and Outlaw go to, that's literally in Pasadena.
I hate that one. I hate that one. Now that's my go-to Plucker spot. Look, I don't like the wings. Now Pluckers has good food. I just don't think the wings are good. Absolutely don't. I don't think the wings are good. I think the food is good. I just don't like the wings.
I can halfway respect that.
Everything else in that bitch smack.
If he would have said the drinks is trash, we would have had the box. Like, hey, hold on now.
No. I haven't found a wing spot that has trash drinks yet.
I don't think it's possible. Even B-Dubs got fire ass drinks. Like I don't think it's possible to have bad drinks.
Right.
I feel like B-Dubs got the best flavor variety.
They do, but I think
I can buy that for $1.
Who
Buffalo Wild Wings has the best mango habanero out of any establishment.
They got Caribbean jerk too, and the Caribbean jerk is good.
Yeah.
Who you said is trash?
Brew Wings.
Oh, they some shit. They some straight shit.
But
their wings are.
But they beer towers though.
They're beer towers, yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
We done many UFC fights at Brew Wings. Got that damn beer tower before they stopped selling the beer tower.
3 or 4 of them hoes on the table at one time.
What was that place by the academy where you worked at, bro? Was that Brew Wings or was that
Bayou City Wings?
It's Bayou City Wings.
Hey, Bayou City Wings. Hey, listen.
I love me some Bayou City Wings.
There will be no Bayou City Wings slander over here.
No slander on
that hot lemon pepper. That hot lemon pepper with that cilantro lime ranch.
Come on now.
That's a move right there. Dumpster fries.
See, Micah knows because I had a really good salad from Bayou City Wings. That shit was fire.
The same way fans from back in the day scream ECW, we scream that for Bayou City Wings out here into BCW. I'm telling you, that shit's fire.
Listen, me and Outlaw had many siblings' birthday parties at motherfucking Bayou City Wings.
Right there on Garth Road.
Hey, listen, I don't know who has a better collection of chalice-based drinks. Because you could get it with the Blue Moon, the Dos Equis, the Bud Light Platinum, the Corona.
The Rita. Yeah,
like, boy, the Rita's collection
like one of the first ones to do like Dos Ritas.
Yeah, them Iguana Joe's, Luna's in Baytown.
That Mexican standoff for the Iguana Joe's.
Hey, but that Mexican standoff will have you fucked up.
My favorite. That's my favorite.
Hey, listen, Roadhouse got some good fucking beeritas too.
Luna's got that boss that will fuck you up if you are not ready.
Just like Cheddar's and that painkiller.
They only give you 2 for a reason. They only let you have 2.
Yeah,
that might be one of the goated drinks of drinks. Like goated restaurant drinks, the painkiller is definitely got to be.
Painkiller is goated.
Now, what's the one from Razul's? The fish bowl.
Oh, the fish bowl at Razul's is that whole hits.
Not fucking with it. I'm not. If I gotta drive, I'm not fucking with it. Hell no.
Hey, we seen a whole family get toe up off of some of them, and them talking about our family. We went over there for Father's Day, and boy, Pops decided to take that fish bowl and turn that bitch up like this. Oh man! And then one of our sisters got so turned up, and then went out after the fact and got turned up. And
which one?
We don't know how she got home.
Which one of the twins? Yeah.
She went out till like 3 a.m. was taking shots and all the other type of normal shit. Oh yeah. You know how you do the turn up after the turn up? That's exactly what happened. I could not have gone out after drinking them fish bowls because I think me and Outlaw finished. We helped everybody else finish the fish bowls. They couldn't finish. So we was
no way we was going out of that.
No, hell no.
Probably for a nap at that.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
I gotta ask the gentleman, what brunch spot got the best drinks though?
Ooh.
50-15.
Brunch spot.
50-15. Not even close. And I go brunching a lot. 50-15, bro. For shit sure.
I'm part of the cycle on the knives. I'm not gonna lie to
you. I'm gonna take you to 50-15. 50-15 for me
we
has.
We need to have a brunch.
Because I fuck with I fuck with moonshiners and bovine and barley. Both got some really good brunch drinks. I done told Mike about both of them spots.
I'm with all the spots I've been to for brunch. I'm going with 50-15. Number one, it's a bar that just so happens to serve brunch. Like literally,
bovine and barley is a bar too that serves. Just so happens to do brunch. Small ass brunch menu, big ass drink menu.
That's how it be. Like I feel like the best brunch spots have like about 10 items per food at most, and the rest be just killer ass drinks.
I'm cool with a brunch spot that ain't got no brunch. You just got brunch specials for drinks.
That's called a bar, sir.
Every brunch spot gonna have some kind of
happy hour, sir.
And waffles.
Yeah. Or some kind of breakfast tacos, or some kind of chilaquines, or something to fill you up or get you started. And some of them gonna get you with that T-bone steak, knowing good and hell well you're not gonna eat that damn steak and drink that alcohol, be sleep by the time we get to the third spot. Especially if we end up somewhere like we fuck around and end up at like Pastry War. Like, I'm not finna carry your ass nowhere.
Man, we go to Pastry War.
Listen, stay your ass over there, John L.
I ain't gonna lie. John L is a good person. He might not fight international wars, but he fight wars because he catching raccoons and shit in people addicts. That's a war that a lot of us don't want to do.
You a real American hero for that, dog.
For real.
Because there's some people out here to see a raccoon about to shit theyself.
Boy, this man caught a possum the other day and posted it on Facebook. I was like, hell no.
Unless you are unless you Carolina Panthers receiver Xavier Leggett, y'all eat that hoe for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Y'all ain't seen that video?
Yeah,
Hell no.
see that.
They interviewed him and they was like, "What you gonna do for Thanksgiving?" He's like, "Oh man, when my cousin called me the other day, man, he said he caught some of them new coons, man. He just shot them things like 3 days ago. We gonna skin them up and undress them." Like he went crazy. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, that's how he talked. That's how he talked. So
I be trying to sell them.
Hey, go to the right part of Texas. Go up there like near like Winnie and shit. They got you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna say
I was just saying Anahuac earlier today. That's funny.
I'm gonna say some controversial shit. I feel like them Popeye wings is just fucking raccoon knuckles.
It tastes good.
If they raccoon knuckles, they some good ass raccoon knuckles. Then
boy, that's some good ass coon. Then
nah, shoot. Even rabbit tastes good.
Yeah, you see, this the problem right here. We 31 minutes into this damn podcast, and we ain't even do another what's trending topic yet. You see what's going on here?
We're about to. Don't worry, it be like that. But we're gonna get to the second one. So the second one, which to me is the more important the most important one of the three. The third one is the funniest one. But the lawsuit against Jonathan Majors was dropped by his ex-girlfriend, and it was also dropped with prejudice. So I really had to say that it was dismissed with prejudice so that people understand when a case is dismissed with prejudice, it means that it's permanently dismissed and it can never be refiled.
Ooh.
What does that mean? She was full of shit from the jump, just like we said.
Shit. Sick and tired of these people.
And that means that Disney, you jumped the gun.
I had to say congratulations to Jonathan Majors for picking a better woman and making good.
Because she was 10 toes down and stood by his side. But I'm saying they fucked us because we should have had Kang, bro. Now we ain't got no more
Kang. Like all that stuff is now obsolete. So
Jonathan Majors.
It's been replaced by Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. Now they could bring it back. They could just put it on the backside of Phase 5 and put it in 2027, 2028.
But you know,
I'm gonna say some controversial shit. The Kang that we got was ass, anyways. That nigga got beat up by some ants.
So far,
I mean, he did. You beat up
so far.
Like he was dope and Loki, all mysterious and shit. Then he come out in Ant-Man and like you gonna let Ant-Man of all niggas. You got like Hawkeye, Black Widow, and Ant-Man. Like I would never want to get away from them.
Say
what?
We not gonna diss Ant-Man like that. That's not.
That's like catching
no Ant-Man. No Ant-Man slander will be taken here. None.
He compared Ant-Man to Yamcha just now. Hold on.
No Ant-Man slander will be taken here.
Ant-Man is much more important than that.
I actually like Ant-Man. It's just
and look, that comment the Malcolm finna put up Malcolm's comment, please, Micah. That's the thing. It was a variant of Kang too. It wasn't even like it was just a variant. Like it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't the OG Kang.
As a casual moviegoer, speaking hypothetically, if I don't keep up with the MCU and the comics and all that jazz, and I see like the big hotshot nigga, the big bad of the saga, get beat by Ant-Man, I'd be like,
no Ant-Man slander will be taken on this show.
I'm saying,
not you. Now I'm talking to Janelle.
No, I'm gonna say this, Mike. Let's say hypothetically, motherfucking Thanos got clapped by goddamn Ant-Man. You're not gonna respect that nigga.
Let me tell you something, dog. Okay,
that's kind of fact. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Ant-Man can lift 10 times more than his body weight because that's how ants are. They can lift 10 times more. Ant-Man will be taking it. Ant-Man is still strong as shit though, bro. Like he's still strong.
No, if Kang could call a fade from motherfucking Thor or fucking Captain Marvel, I can respect that, you know. But you catch a fade from Ant-Man?
Why the fuck not Ant-Man?
Paul Rudd?
That's different. Paul Rudd is different.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because number one, Ant-Man's a fucking genius too. Don't forget that. He's a genius. He's a master thief.
Hank Pym is that guy.
And on top of that, Ant-Man can also fight. Granted, he learned from a woman and got his ass whipped by that woman over and over again. So he learned.
Run that shit back. No. because if you watch him fighting Kang, he blocking with his fucking face the whole time.
Wow.
Watch his face beat up my hands.
I'm not gonna let y'all slander Ant-Man on here. There's none of that. None of that.
He said, but listen, the same way that Kang, that variant of Kang got beat up, to me, I viewed it the same way as the DC side when certain variants of Vandal Savage got his ass whooped too by certain characters, and you was like, all right, it wasn't the OG, but I get it.
You mean like Arrow?
Every single variant of Kang ain't finna be almighty, all powerful. It's just not gonna happen.
You make an impression and an impact on the audience. Let's say you watch
right.
War and you watching Thanos and fucking Hulk go scrapping, and Hulk actually beat that nigga. You're like, I can't respect Thanos. Now you got beat in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but
because of
Thanos had to get his ass beat in 15 seconds when Scarlet Witch got a hold of his ass.
But you don't understand how powerful Scarlet Witch is, though.
No, I understand how powerful Scarlet Witch is.
But that's after he done ran the fade with everybody, though. He done proved that his pronouns were I'm him. It's just that Scarlet Witch was I'm her.
That's like Gohan getting beaten by Krillin. But you know what's funny about that? Gohan lost to Krillin. Go back and review Dragon Ball Super. He lost.
I mean, Gohan ain't him no more.
Gohan is definitely not him. He wasn't emotionally intact when he fought him.
But it wasn't. But you know what though? It wasn't like it was a straight up fight either. They went by the martial arts tournament rules, and he touched the outside. So I mean, that's really what it was. Should know you. And y'all should also know. I mean, Krillin has as much experience as Goku has in martial arts. Like Krillin, out of everybody, is like the next, most seasoned martial arts.
Gohan been scrapping since he was 4 years old. But nigga, like
Krillin was scrapping since Krillin was how old was Krillin in Dragon Ball when he went to Master Roshi to train?
Yeah, but Krillin stopped growing at 6.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, come on, man. Think about it. But even Master Roshi went to the Tournament of Power and fucked some people up just off of his martial arts experience.
Master Roshi went. Hold on, Master Roshi in Dragon Ball Super went ham.
But that's what I'm talking about.
He's talking about. Yeah.
He was
Tournament of Power.
In the Tournament of Power. He fucked some people up, and then of course that damn evil containment wave.
I'm just saying though, in the tournament super,
I listen. That's true.
Only putting up fucking Patrick Beverly numbers like 5 high fives, 10 butt slaps, 15. Hey guys,
wait a minute. Krillin eliminated what 3 or 4 people that was stronger than him.
3, but yeah.
Okay, now he putting up fucking
you're a human numbers. You're a human. And you're going up against
and JR Smith got a ring too.
Hey.
2 rings.
You know what? 2. I'm happy you said that because my crossover involves that today.
Cool. So let's wrap up this last what's trending, but I want to let DJ Michael B take it though. So DJ Michael B, I want you to take this Tyrod Taylor's trending talk before we roll into that, because I heard it and I had to go look back, and when I looked at it, I just died laughing because it's the funniest thing to me.
Let's get this thing straight, okay? So, for those of you that don't know, Tyrod Taylor was with Dre and Michelle, not married, but with. Tyrod Taylor bought her a house, but his name was on the lease. That's the pettiest shit you could probably do on planet Earth. Buy somebody a house and put your name on the lease and don't put their name on the lease. So now Dre and Michelle is with exactly. So now Dre and Michelle is now with NBA player Jalen Green, who just got paid by the Rockets. But Dre and Michelle is still living in Tyrod Taylor's house that he paid for. Now, she swears she paid for all the upgrades out of her own money and things like that, but Tyrod went to the court. Get your ass up out of here. And that is what I like to call sweet justice and men's revenge, because for years, women have been getting with rich men and taking half of what they got. When, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. I had money when you got here. And more importantly, I'm tired of these rich niggas passing the same people around. That shit's annoying. Dre and Michelle got what she asked for. You got it. You went looking for stupidity and you found. And again, it's another example of Jeremy, say it for me.
Fuck around and find out.
Janelle said 250K in upgrades max. Appreciate it. Now you can leave. Exactly.
Gotta get up out of there.
He got that head, got that bread, told her leave.
Hey,
come on now.
Hey, we can do that sometimes. Hey, you want to go out there and be a bopper in these streets and go out there and get you somebody younger? Don't worry about it. You went and got you a young man that secured the bag instead of an established man. Don't get me wrong. Don't act like Tyrod Taylor ain't successful. This man might be on his like 9th team in the NFL, but that man still got contract after contract, and he has done some very relevant things in the NFL. He might not have the type of money that you think, but don't misunderstand the type of money that Mr. Tyrod Taylor got now. Tyrod Taylor is a 35-year-old man in the NFL, currently playing backup quarterback for the punk ass Jets as Aaron Rodgers backup, but he's still in the league though. He still got a job.
Yeah, you get his time.
It's a whole bunch of y'all out there that can't say y'all got a job right now. Just saying. You want to pay me $2.5 million to be a backup quarterback? Hey, say less.
Say less. I show up to practice. Don't worry about that.
Hey, look, can I be the emergency QB? Go ahead and just pay me 1.5 and I'll be the emergency QB. I ain't even got to touch the field. I'll go to practice.
Listen, they're going to pay you for doing something you love already, which is just being in shape. For working out.
I get to use these multi-million-dollar facilities. Yeah.
But that's what I be saying about these players on the bench. It's like, nigga, we pay you $500K a year just to be in shape. And some of y'all don't want to be in shape. They're paying you $500K to be in shape. God damn.
I'm with it.
And they ain't working out at no Planet Fitness. They got a high quality facility stuff.
If my job was to only be in shape for $250,000 a year, I'd be the swollest bench player ever.
I'm right there with John L. I'm right there with John L.
I got it, coach. Got it, coach.
Oh, facts.
Hey,
facts.
I go recover every ball that's fired from the jugs machine. I do not care. Oh, don't worry about it. Amon-Ra St. Brown want to catch 500 balls. I guess I'm shagging up 500 footballs a day. I'm finna take
you paying me $500K? Oh, you want me to run 3 miles? Shit, I'm out there now. Let's go. Ain't nobody beating me in these 3 miles. Absolutely not. What? $500K a year just to work out? Bruh, come on, dog.
Anywho, now that we didn't close that out, let's get to it because somebody's very, 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 very excited.
All right. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. That's my Denzel right there. That's my Denzel, you know? So now let's get into it, man. Y'all know how the crossover works. For everybody that's here that's not into the crossover, don't know how it works. I take something from the comics. I make it relate to real life, whether it's sports, music, whatever it is. But today we're going back to the roots of what the crossover started as, which was taking something from the comics and equating it to sports. GQ will like this one because he was there when I did the very first crossover on the very first episode of Gentleman's Talk.
You made me nervous at first because you said going back to the roots. I was like, hold on.
Way back.
So
in the time.
This week, I picked up a comic book and I read a comic book. And I normally don't read a lot of comic books. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't. But reading this comic book made me think. I read a Batman comic, right? And in the comic, Lucius Fox was in this comic. And for those of you that don't know who Lucius Fox is the manager of Wayne Enterprises. He provides the finance for Batman. He helps come up with a lot of the equipment that Batman uses, right? And that's as far as most people go. But let's dive a little bit deeper. Let's dive a little bit deeper into the origin of Mr. Lucius Fox. He is the father of Batwing and Batgirl. A lot of people don't know that. Also, he is the father of Jace Fox, who also picks up the mantle as Batman in the comics in 2021 in Death Metal number 7. He picked up the mantle as Batman and went on to fulfill that mantle while Bruce Wayne was gone. What I'm saying here is this man is the role player that played his role right. You gave us two other forms of the Bat team plus another Batman. Today on the crossover, we are talking about role players who played their role to perfection. And how I'm going to do that is role players on championship teams that played their role to perfection in the NBA. I think I don't know how much y'all are gonna love this between Mr. Jen and Outlaw, because I know y'all really ain't deep into basketball like that. But Mr. GQ,
I got two basketball role players that should be on that list if they're not already. But we're gonna
okay. So call them out. I'll tell you if they're on the list. Call them out.
Steve Kerr.
Okay.
And motherfucking on the Bulls team. God damn it, his name just really slipped from my head that quickly.
Caruso.
No, the Bulls, nigga.
I said Tony
on the Bulls.
Caruso is on the Bulls right now. Are you talking about the 90s?
Oh,
Bulls?
actually, no. Caruso is actually on OKC, but
oh yeah.
Oh,
so
when do you move over there? No, my fault.
Anywho, are you talking about Scottie Pippen? Or are you talking about
No,
Dennis Rodman?
Are you talking about
Dennis Rodman?
Oh my God. I'm not okay. So I'm not going to put. I didn't put Dennis Rodman on. I didn't put Steve Kerr on my list, but I didn't put Dennis Rodman on my list for the simple fact that when Scottie Pippen was out that year, Dennis Rodman was the second star, and Dennis Rodman was damn near averaging a triple double as that second star to Jordan while Scottie Pippen was out. But nonetheless, I am going with true role players. These people have never made an all-star team. True role players like that. Dennis Rodman made the all-star team and all-NBA team and all-defensive team. So he's definitely not on the list of role players. So, Mr. GQ, Outlaw, Gent, are you ready?
Yeah.
No. I said, no, I'm just joking. I'm not going to do the Triple H today. But here we go. Y'all get it. We're starting off with number 5. And remember, I said championship team. And this championship's teams since 2000. So you're not going to hear nobody from the Bulls in the 90s. Okay. You're not going to hear anybody from the Bulls in the 90s because Kukoc would have probably made this. Kukoc would have probably made this list if I'd have started then. So here we go. And this is not the best 5. This is my favorite 5. Okay. Starting with number 5. 2004 NBA playoffs and finals. Tayshaun Prince. It goes without being said, without Tayshaun Prince, Detroit does not beat Indiana because Tayshaun comes up with one of the before LeBron made the block on Andre Iguodala, the block that was replayed over and over again was what? Tayshaun Prince on Reggie Miller. And Detroit won that game and eventually they won the 7, then went on to win the series, then went on to win the finals. And Tayshaun Prince was tasked in that finals. He did a phenomenal job on Kobe. So that's where we're going with number 5. We're going with Tayshaun Prince. Number 4, and I'm so happy I get to talk about this because if you watch podcasts, All the Smoke, and there's a guy on All the Smoke named Steven Jackson. And a lot of people don't know Steven Jackson is an NBA champion with the 2003 Spurs. In 2003, in Game 6 of the NBA Finals against the Nets, Steven Jackson came up big. He was the second leading scorer on the Spurs that game with 17 points. He made 3 of 7 threes. So to a lot of people right now, that does not seem like a lot. But trust me, in the middle of the 2000s, 3 3-pointers in the game was really big. He put up 17 points. He guarded Jason Kidd down the stretch.
I'm gonna say
he had the most steals.
That video you sent earlier. That video you put on Facebook earlier of everybody missing them threes.
Bruh.
Yeah.
He's actually born out of Houston too, by the way.
Born out of Houston, raised in Beaumont. You know what I'm saying? So Steven Jackson was a big part of that 2003 NBA Finals. Like I said, 17 points in the closeout game of Game 6. 3 threes down the stretch. He made them all in the fourth quarter. Steven Jackson came up big. Going on to number 3, and I think this one needs no explanation. Some of y'all know him by his nickname. I know him by this name, Juan Jose Barea. Sorry, Jeremy. You know he had to be on here. JJ Barea came up so big in the 2011 finals to shut out and kill the Miami Heat first season as they thought they were going to be champions because they were so talented. JJ Barea went ballistic in the finals, especially in games 4, 5, and 6. LeBron couldn't guard him. Dwayne Wade couldn't guard him. Mario Chalmers couldn't guard him, and that was 3 lockdown defenders during that time. Oh, yeah. Number 2, and I absolutely hate this one. Number 2, I'm going with Sean Livingston because of the 2015 NBA Finals. If you watched Golden State win that championship in 2015, you know, bruh, I feel like Sean Livingston went 100 for 100 on mid-range shots. Am I lying, Mr. GQ? Am I lying? You're muted.
Nah, I said not at all.
This dude, Sean Livingston, was ridiculous in the mid-range because when Steph Curry 3 wasn't falling and Klay Thompson 3 wasn't falling and Draymond was pretty much doing Draymond shit, he couldn't score. He's not a scorer. Sean Livingston was he and it has to kind of be split between Sean Livingston and Andre Iguodala, but the reason why I didn't pick Andre Iguodala because Andre Iguodala did make some All-Star games, but he definitely was a role player on that team, but Sean Livingston never made an All-Star game. And if you know the story of Sean Livingston, tore his knee, and he was supposed to be one of the next superstars coming up. I mean, he definitely redeemed himself in that series. Sean Livingston was absolutely balling. And of course, I'm going to go on 1B first. And with 1B, I put Andre Iguodala there, even though I just went over Andre Iguodala, and you know why now. But 1A, y'all know I'm going with this. Come on, man. 7 rings. 2 with the Rockets, 3 with the Lakers, 2 more with the Spurs.
You talking about Robert Horry?
Game 5 of 2005 NBA Finals. Game 3 of the 2001 NBA Finals. Y'all know what time it is.
Big shot, Bob.
Big shot, Bob. Every single finals. I don't even got to bring up what he did with the Rockets against the Suns, or what he did with the Rockets against the Knicks, or what he did with the Rockets the next year against Shaquille O'Neal and the Orlando Magic. Robert Horry is the GOAT of role players. 7 rings, and in every series you play to win the finals, you made the biggest impact, and Robert Horry is the GOAT of role players. Not the 6th man, just role players, because I do think the 6th man is an absolute defining role. Notice nobody on this list won 6th man of the year either. So I went with true role players that just stepped up when it was time for them to step up. No Jamal Crawfords, no Lou Williams, no Manu Ginobili's, none of that. I went with essential role players. No 6th man of the year awards.
Here's a crazy stat for Robert. He holds the record for the most 3-point shots made in an NBA playoff game without a miss.
That's wild.
Damn, something even Steph Curry ain't got. Ain't that?
I was gonna say, like, even Curry can't say that.
That is a crazy stat.
No, I definitely, when you said Ginobili, like when I was about to say, what about Ginobili? But you said that, I'm like, okay, never mind.
Ginobili was a star. He could have went anywhere else.
At the same time, he could have went anywhere else. He was a really good role player to me.
Well, Ginobili made 2 All-Star games. Not a role player.
Mad about having a career like Horry or even a career like Drew Holiday. Like, that's not a bad career to me.
I fucking love Drew, but Drew also made All-Star games too. That's why he didn't make
also. And he's an Olympic champion. He's an NBA champion.
2 times.
Hey, I'm cool with a career like that. But talking about Big Shot Bob, because I will never forget it. The most iconic shot I ever seen him make was that Western Conference Finals game versus Kings off that stupid ass Vlade Divac tipping that rebound that he should have just snagged back. And Big Shot Bob hit that hole and put them hands behind his back with the jump. And I was like, bro.
And nailed that.
Kings, that was the Kings' best chance at a championship. And Vlade Divac fucked it up.
I'm going to tell you this. I know that's Robert Horry's most iconic play to most, but for me, Robert Horry's iconic play is in 2005 versus Detroit after Detroit had won the championship the year before. And Robert Horry pump fakes, comes down the lane, dunks on Ben Wallace, hyperextends his shoulder, and then goes on to score 7 more points in overtime to win that game after hurting himself. That is insane. I love Big Shot Bob. That's one of my favorite plays of all time. Sure, I know this. He noticed. He did. See, look, I did it again. My bad.
Yeah, no, you good. I know him and T Mac is yo.
Yeah, you know what time it is. Oh no. That's who it is in 2K. But I never put Hakeem Olajuwon. I never sicked you with Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm a beast with Hakeem. You know, so I didn't think it would be fair if I used Hakeem.
Hell nah. I hate playing 2K with your ass.
Yeah, it's okay. You could probably beat me now, though. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the crossover. Role players deserve their shine too. Shaq says it ain't always about the star player. When you win a championship, it's about the others, and he's absolutely right. Another guy that goes unsung, he did make an All-Star game, and that's why I didn't put him on here, is Glenn Rice for the Lakers on that 2000 team. Glenn Rice absolutely lit it up. But he did make one All-Star team, so I didn't put him on here. So
fair point.
And you know, you got your 2006 Miami team where Jason Williams acted a fool, Antoine Walker acted a fool, but you know,
I'm so glad Jay Will got to do that before his career was over with. And Gary Payton.
Yeah. They were role players on that team. But they weren't role players the whole career.
Lonzo Mourning played his ass off in that. That man, sorry, that All-Star going down a wormhole, but that 2006 finals run was so great.
Controversial pick. I think the 2006 Miami Heat team is the best Miami Heat team ever assembled. And people will sit there and talk about 2012 and 2013. The difference is in 2012 and 2013, D Wade was not the player he was in 06, and LeBron certainly wasn't the player Dwayne Wade was in 06. And if you go back and look per PER, Dwayne Wade has the greatest finals performance of all time.
Oh, I keep telling people that, but
even over Jordan, and that it's a fact because PER says Dwayne Wade has the greatest performance ever.
Not to mention the depth of that depth of that 06 team was insane.
I mean, you had the corpse of
Shaq, Alonzo, Wade, and Jason Williams, Gary Payton,
that corpse of Shaq was still giving you a double-double. And I'll take it.
Yeah, because the year before, Shaq averaged 20 and 10. And then he came back and he averaged 19 and 10 that year. Yeah. But he in the playoffs, he threw the reins over to Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, he was going 19 and 10. Alonzo Mourning was almost averaging a double-double. Jay Will would give you an occasional double-double.
And of course, my honorable mention, now that we're on the 2016, because I did write it down, but I never announced it, Udonis Haslem. Because in that 2006 NBA Finals, Udonis Haslem played out of his mind.
He played way above his skis.
This dude switched on everything: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward. And this is a free agent that was undrafted.
It was a young Udonis from Miami. Went to high school out there.
Went to college out there.
And got picked up by his hometown team.
Yeah. That man is a Heat relic.
He only played for the Heat.
No play for nobody else. Get that man a statue too, but make sure it, look a little realistic.
D Wade took a pay cut for this man to stay in Miami.
D Wade, low-key, always been a real one. Like that's one of my favorite players.
Yeah, for sure.
He should have never left to another team. That's the only mistake Pat Riley made, was letting that man go to Chicago.
We don't talk about that. Like, we don't talk about MJ going to the Wizards. We don't talk about the way leaving.
I definitely talk about MJ going to the Wizards. MJ on the Wizards was a monster. Y'all are crazy.
He definitely was.
MJ put up multiple 40-point games on the Wizards. MJ on the Wizards was, MJ on the Wizards might not have been the best player on the court, but he was still a top 20 player in the NBA.
Hey, look, D Wade in Chicago was all right, but D Wade in Cleveland should have never happened.
No, hell no. We understand the Chicago thing.
D Wade in Chicago was still averaging 20 points a game. Like,
yeah,
it's okay.
The Wade in Cleveland was like fucking Hangover 3. Like nobody asked for that.
That's accurate as shit, though.
That's big
That
facts.
is accurate.
That's big facts. That's big facts.
Ain't that the same team that had LeBron, D Wade, and D Rose?
Yep.
And didn't do shit with it?
Not at all.
If they would have been, if them two would have been anything remotely of their prime, boy, that would have been a ferocious team. Maybe. But anyway, now that we've gotten through the
who knows, my
crossover,
guy,
let's change the temperature in the room a little bit.
I'm excited because I didn't know we had one of these coming.
All right. So let's talk about it. I've been gearing up for about 2 weeks. So I got a lot of unfiltered ammunition about this one. So I was scrolling on TikTok and on social media, and then my algorithm did that thing that it does, it gets all skewed. But I ended up on one of the people that I follow a lot. He goes by the name Officer Tatum on social media. Very, very good follow if you're not following him. He's a black man who's done. He speaks on. He's very real. So you know how you see these individuals do like these college tours and they like destroy these college kids because they say outlandish shit that doesn't make any fucking sense. So that's exactly what happened. And so this was shortly after the election that we just had, and Officer Tatum is making his rounds, and he sits down at a table, and these kids are asking him questions in the microphone and stuff, and he gets into it with this young black kid. Now, Officer Tatum is black, for those who don't know who he is, so don't think I'm over here fucking color shaming, fuckers. All right. So anyway, but the conversation killed me. And the reason the conversation killed me is because the young black kid is in college, doing what any other kid in college is doing, trying to get their degree and all that other type of shit like that. And he's like, how are we supposed to be successful? When we started, he said, when we started at such a disadvantage. This is what he said. Mind you, this kid is like 20, maybe. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pretend like he didn't say what I feel like he's saying. So then he continues to go down this wormhole, and every single time that Officer Tatum combats what he says, he comes back with, well, it's easier for one group versus another group. And, if we had the same opportunities that other people had, I'm like, all right. So it got me to thinking. And what the end result of all of that was we've got to stop playing victim. And by we, I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about the culture. I'm talking about the group. I'm talking about us. It's 2024. First and foremost, we got to stop this victim shit. All right. If you are a college kid and a minority in 2024, you are not affected by the things that happened in slavery whatsoever at all. We are far, far, far removed from those days. And the reason why I'm saying that is because like the things that this young man kept saying is like, oh, we never had the same opportunities to do this, that, and the third. And so Officer Tatum asked me, it's like, but aren't you in college? He's like, yeah. He's like, are you paying for this college? He's like, yeah. He's like, you're in debt, right? He's like, yeah, but you're in short-term debt because the long-term goal is you're in short-term debt paying for college now. But once you get your degree and now you've got a career, you're no longer in debt. You took a positive debt. And I had never heard somebody say the term positive debt before, but I was like, you know what? That's true. When we go to college, some of us are in debt, but it's not a negative debt. Yes, you are paying back a student loan if you took out a student loan, but if you're paying for college because you're working 2 jobs or doing whatever it is that you're doing, it's a positive debt because you're making an investment in your future early. So I never thought of it like that before, but it just kept me, it made me go down this wormhole. And I'm like, we have to stop blaming other races for the issues within our own race. Like, last time I checked, DJ Mike B, Mr. Gent, Outlaw, myself, we wasn't slaves. Pretty sure I ain't got no whipping marks on my back. I ain't had nobody calling me boy. Last one that did that got shit slapped out of him. But I mean, ain't nobody out here calling me all kinds of crazy upside the head, N bombs and all this other shit like that. Like, I can walk in and out of a convenience store and not get looked at crazy by a Korean dude. Like, I have a relatively comfortable life. Like, I feel like I have opportunities to do whatever the fuck I want. And for the most part, I have done whatever the fuck I want. I bet, Outlaw, you probably feel the same, right? You've been able to do whatever the fuck you want. Nobody's stopped you from doing things.
I feel like, in a sense, racism has never been like a major issue in my life. Like, I'm sure there are some systemic issues that have impacted my life, but like, I've never been directly oppressed, And
that's what I'm saying. So, like, we understand there are systemic things that exist, but it doesn't affect the masses. It most of the time, it only affects those who allow it to affect them. None of us came from money. We all had to make it our own. We all had to get there. Last time I checked. I mean, Mr. Jen, am I wrong? We.
No, you're not wrong. I feel like in this situation, I'm pretty sure he wasn't talking about necessarily himself. He's talking about, us as a people, So we did have to get out the mud. And if we didn't have to get out the mud, then we were just blessed with, generational people that did right with their money, And
you're not wrong saying we had to get out of the mud, but him being who he is, a young man in this modern era, he's not affected by this how everybody else was. Like, he's so far removed. They barely teach this shit in school, so
they barely teach it in school before because they changed these history books so much. So
all he did was listen to Auntie at the cookout, and that was it. He got fueled up, but at the same time, he's looking at it closed-minded because he's going to college. Nobody said he can't go to college. He's living his life the way he wants to live his life. Like, as a culture, collectively, a lot of us do things that continually set us back. Like, we say what we say about the police and all this other stuff. And I'm not saying all cops are bad. I'll never say that. But like, we see the police, we freeze up. There are things that we do, and we had a whole episode about this before. But for the collective most part, the four of us can live our lives pretty damn normal. I can't sit here and tell you that I've just directly dealt with racism on a daily basis, because I haven't. I haven't really dealt with a lot of systemic shit. The quote unquote racial systemic things of anything that I've ever actually experienced have come from my own people. It hasn't come from the outside world. It's come from my own people, because we continually, as a culture, are one of the most self-sabotaging.
So I get behind that, but being the man that went to Barbers Hill, I've dealt with my fair share of racial interactions.
I feel that.
And to where I had to suppress my anger, suppress who I am, due to the fact of pleasing the people that are around me, making them feel safe, And I'm no hoopla, no rah-rah person, I'm pretty chill. I'm a pretty chill guy. And going in these places, yes, they have felt uncomfortable. I walked to an establishment where everybody in there was white, and I had a hoodie on because it was cold, and I walked right back outside, took it off, and I had to go back inside because I want to tell you, I walked into this establishment and everybody stopped.
I mean, everybody looked at me. To your point, Mr. There are some areas like that, because I feel like me going to the Midwest, I've gone to like Indiana, which is like 99.99% white. And there are some places I walked into where they looked at me like, boy, you're a little too dark to be here.
Yeah. So like we like to see where we are, and we're closed-minded into that. We don't have to deal with those issues here or at this time, but because we haven't had to deal with it. But when it comes down to some people that have to do this on a daily basis, we don't really think about them often. They're like, oh well, he probably had to do he hadn't had to deal with that. You don't know what his life story is. He probably had to do some stuff. I've had guns pulled on me by police officers just because I fit the description. The heavier set black man. And I'm like, I'm just trying to drive down the street. I don't know. I don't even know what you're even talking about. And they the next thing you know, they get a call. They didn't say I'm sorry. They just went down the road. And I'm sitting there just shocked because I had guns pulled in my face. So it's some people don't have to deal with it. Some people do. And we don't know everybody's backstory. We don't know where everybody's come from. So when he's saying like we all don't have this opportunity, he's right. We all don't. Because So
you're not
we
wrong.
all had
But
we all had people that cared about us. If we're gonna go to college, he's in college. Getting stuff done. He has positive step. We love that. But at the same time, he was motivated by the people probably back home. Saying that they're not in a good place. He's trying to help them out instead of some of the other races that we have to deal with. They're okay. Their family's okay. They're well off. So we have a different kind of motivation than everybody else does. So it's a different way of looking at things,
And I'll flip this on his head by saying it like this, because I wanted you to get that out so that I can because all those same things are very similar to what this young man was saying. So Officer Tatum is from Fort Worth, Texas. He's from one of the worst hoods in Fort Worth, Texas, and he got out the mud, and he's an extremely successful black man. So, and his direct quote was this here. He's like, you know what? Some people are dealt a great hand and they play it very well. Some people are dealt a very shit hand and they play that hand very poorly. But at the end of the day, whatever cards you're dealt, you have to play those cards strategically. Point blank, period. You can't control what the cards you're dealt. We know this. But what you can control is the outcome of the game. That's why in poker and in Texas Hold'em, you can bluff. And when you bluff, you win if you play your cards right. Concept is the same when we're talking about life. I'm dealt a certain amount of cards. The way I grew up is not the way that my kids have no idea how I grew up. I'm not sitting there telling you I grew up terribly. I'm not telling you that at all. But my kids aren't going to grow up the way I grew up because I changed the way I played my deck in life. I waited a certain amount of time before I became a father so that my kids wouldn't grow up the way that I grew up. So I am exactly what he's talking about. I played my cards in life the way that I needed to play them to get myself to where I needed to be.
Who taught you how to play these cards, though?
Life.
So some people don't have that. Some people don't have the people to teach them how to do life.
Yeah. Well, no, life is life. Life is life. Like you have to get through life. Like there's life's going to teach you whether you want to be taught or not. So, I understood where we came from. I knew what we were doing and I knew how we were viewed. I am one of those people who was very much like, what you're not finna do is put me in a box. You're not finna put me in a box and you're not finna you're not going to make me the status quo. You're not finna do that. And I found a way out. Everybody can find a way out. It's not easy for everybody. It wasn't easy for me either. But you went to Barbazil and I went to Robert E. Lee. We were told after graduation, most of us might not even make it to our 10-year reunion. Dead ass. What we were told. Most of y'all gonna end up in jail or dead. 100%. We were told that at Robert E. Lee High School in Baytown, Texas. I lived right behind that damn school in Oak Addition. Like, we were told these things. I didn't believe that. I 100% didn't believe that. I was like, there's no way. It doesn't have to be this way for everybody.
I feel like more of us than most, us in particular, we saw what we didn't want to live like and we made, plans to not, go through that kind of struggle and that lifestyle. Like none of us here are like, niggas who had to go to jail or teen dads or none of that shit. Like we all got ourselves pretty well put together. Because we didn't want to struggle.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the way we were raised and the people that we were surrounded by that helped us get to where we are today. Because if we had some bad influences around us, then we'll probably go on a different path.
I can tell you for a fact, Outlaw and I had some very interesting influences in our lives, and we had cousins that would not allow us to stray off the path.
Yeah,
because they were like, "Listen, this is not your life. You're not finna go down this road. You need to stay off this path, and if you end up on this path, I'm gonna fuck you up."
Yeah,
like these are the conversations that our cousins were having with us because they already understood what it was. And they was like, y'all don't need this to be a part of this type of life. So they made sure that we didn't.
As much as I love our dad, I never wanted to be like him, working 7, 12, support 6 kids. Like, hell no.
I didn't want to be like him. I didn't want to be like my uncle. I didn't want to be like every other Baytonian. I wasn't finna work at the chemical plants. I tried that shit. That shit was horrible. I was like, the money is great. I was like, but the work, I was like, nah, fam, this ain't it. Like, I didn't like the rotating schedule. I didn't like none of that shit. I was like, all that shit was trash.
you get used to it after a while.
I did get used to it, but it wasn't me. I didn't want to be like every other dude.
7 out of 10 Baytown niggas is a prompt processing technician.
Yeah.
It's not
I'm getting up there.
It's not a bad gig.
I'm there.
Not a bad gig.
Wait,
it's just not for everybody.
I'm about to. I worked in the place before, but now I'm about to head back to it. So,
hey man, it's not bad money. You just goodbye. We'll see you.
Yeah, we'll see you.
See you when I see you.
60-hour shift. Fucking see you.
You know what?
Month.
I ain't chiming yet on this real talk topic.
Well, you've been in and out the screen, but go ahead and do your thing, Thug Thizzle.
I ain't chiming in yet on this this real talk topic. Here's what I'm gonna say, okay?
All right, okay.
This might be controversial, but I really don't care how controversial it is. I don't think any black person born after 2000 can have any claim to any racism or systematic racism. Because there was a crap load after 2000. There was a good bit of black millionaires and black billionaires as well. So they weren't even born in an era where there was only Oprah for us when we were young as a black millionaire. They weren't born in that era. They were born in an era, especially if you were born past 2006, you were born in an era where
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan is a billionaire. He was on his way to be a billionaire. Kanye West was on his way to be a billionaire. Jay-Z was on his way to be a billionaire.
Diddy was on his way.
Dr. Dre was on his way to be a billionaire. Diddy was on his way. Oprah was already a billionaire.
Russell Simmons.
So that's my point. So like, here we go. I also want to remind everybody out there. This year marks 70 years since Brown versus the Board of Education. For the slow ones out there and for the people that don't keep up with history, that's when everything was segregated school system wise. Right? So I think this here is the first generation that is treated appropriately.
I mean, they're so far removed from the struggles. Like, it's still there, but like,
right.
Our grandparents went through segregation. Like, my grandmother has stories about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's we don't have those kinds of stories.
No.
The only kind of story I have dealing with all that is when I was working at Walmart, had a Vietnam War veteran come up. He called me boy, he called me nigga, and this and that when I was working at Walmart in 2010. And I told him if he called it again, I'd knock his old white ass out, and you're not gonna like that because I'm gonna make sure you don't ever get back up. And so anybody on here listening, damn, Mike is a killer. I'm a Virgo. and y'all still fuck with me, and I don't understand why. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's
That's funny.
let's keep it moving to the point now where okay, we get to 2020. I feel like outside of the police, I don't think there is systematic racism anymore for the most part. Is there still drops of it? Whereas we don't have a lot of people that are generationally wealthy. Yes, but I think anybody past 2000, for the most part, has every opportunity to create generational wealth for a family coming up.
Especially now with social media and everything else, your
Right.
whole ass job
Yeah,
can be you could be a social media influencer, and that's a whole job.
Especially in an era where Black women, especially, are praised for doing what they do and being who they are. They're like a lot of these people would have me if it was still like, well, women's oppression, but women's oppression ended before Black oppression ended. So now Black women don't have an excuse, and now Black men don't have an excuse either. We're 70 years out, bruh. And I'm not saying that 70 years ago, your family's generation, the generation back then, didn't start in a bad position. But what I'm saying is now you're afforded the opportunities of what a lot of white people have. And a lot of people want to use the "we're not treated equally" thing as a cover up to them being more of, we're owed this because of our ancestors. When no, they don't owe you, they owe our ancestors.
Facts.
I mean, yeah, I feel like if they were supposed to do reparations, it would have been generations ago. Like they could never, it will make no sense now.
I mean, if you decide you want to pay it out during this inflation, I'll take that nice little boost of income.
You fucking right.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I don't.
Now listen, low key, I'm gonna say it like this: don't even give me the money. Give me the 40 acres and a mule, because I still want this land.
What? Please, I'm selling 36 acres and becoming a millionaire tomorrow. Literally.
I'm not selling my acres. I'm keeping all 40 of them.
No, I'll sell 36 acres.
I'm building a castle on that motherfucker.
Let me tell you why I build a 36 acres though. I will or sell a 36 acres. I'm going to put in my clause that my family gets so much % of what you're building and what you're earning. So if you're building business, I would only let it go out to commercial businesses, but my family still gets 10 to 15% on the back end.
So what you're saying is you're not selling the land, you're leasing the land.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. That's exactly what I would.
Generational wealth right there, man.
Yeah, you can build on my land all you want to, but I'm gonna take this bread.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Gotta break that bread. Come on now.
But at some point, and this has nothing to do with judicial system. I want everybody to understand that, because from a judicial standpoint, yes, I understand that Black people still have a lot of systematic racism to get through from the judicial standpoint. Like if five Black people are walking in the line, cops are going to think it's trouble. A lot of white people is going to think it's trouble. A lot of Mexicans are going to think it's trouble because 5 Black people are walking the line, and they're going to label them thugs automatically. Right? This has nothing to do with that. This has everything to do financially. So financially, I think at this point, Black people are afforded a lot of the same things. And I know a lot of people are like, well, Black people still get paid a lot less. Fine. If that's you want to go with, that's what you want to go with. But I also do know that a lot of the times that's not the case.
I know a lot of like Black CEOs and executives and managers and such. Like I know a lot of successful Black people. Like y'all just don't know the right niggas.
And listen, y'all don't understand the difference between being an hourly and a salary employee, because salary don't give a fuck what your color is.
Perfect example right here.
I've been on salary for so long, I don't know what overtime looks like.
My full-time job does not care what your color is. It goes by how long you've been in and what your current rank is. That is all. Ain't no color attached to it.
I feel like a lot of Black folks these days are learning how to climb the corporate ladder and they playing the game very well.
You have to play to win the game. Yeah, I did it. I sure did.
He did it. He meant it too.
But yeah, that's my real talk. But I'm gonna find that TikTok. I know I have it saved anyway, and I'm gonna send it to y'all in the chat so y'all can see the dialogue. And when you hear how he speaks to this young man, like it wasn't disrespectful or anything, but he was trying to educate him. But the problem is, and Micah knows this, things falling on deaf ears. Like you try to educate some people and they just don't want to hear it. And this generation,
some people just listen to respond. They listen to respond.
Yeah,
that's for educational purposes. And I'm not faulting the young brother that took it that way. You know what I'm saying? We have always been, a lot of black people have been built to defend behind the racism. And
true,
that is,
but you
also, our
also,
generation has to stop.
You have to learn how to have educated conversations with people
with objectivity.
And the only way you can do that is by actually doing what people don't do. And it's listening with your ears and not your eyes. Like if you talk to listen as opposed to talk to be heard, you're always going to be wrong.
Facts.
So there's a book that I've read for most of my life. It is one of my favorite books, point blank period, 48 Laws of Power.
Mr. GQ, before you go any further, you're going to want to hear this. The Lakers lose by 41 to Miami in Miami.
Yeah, they just did that. Yeah.
Damn.
I just saw that.
Damn.
The greatest player of all time, my ass.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep on rolling.
He should have retired. We're good.
But there's one of the few laws in this book that resonates with this current conversation, and it literally says, "Talk less, listen more." That is a lesson that this generation needs to do a lot more of.
Oh, facts. Big facts.
I feel like this is a very arrogant and bullheaded generation. You can't tell these kids nothing.
Well, that starts off with respect, and a lot of parents now.
Let's start with that.
You know what?
Like
you know what? I'm not. We could talk about it next week. I'm not gonna go down. I'm not gonna go. You know, I seen a post today where it said, "What would you do if this was your child and the child was in the middle of the grocery store crying and laying on the floor?" Yeah, and I was like,
you saw the one just tearing up the Walmart and all those.
Yeah. I saw that one, and then the other one just laying in the middle of the floor crying and throwing a tantrum. I said, I tell you what, y'all better than me, because you want something to cry for, I'm gonna give you something to cry for. You want to knock shit out, I'll knock shit out too. You gonna learn something. There ain't no fucking
tearing that ass up.
I can remember getting whooped in the middle of Kmart in the 90s.
Come on, man.
I got a homeboy here that's from the Caribbean. Imagine you 3 years old, you throw a tantrum in the store and you lay down on the floor. What's gonna happen? Exactly. Whoop your ass. I wish a nigga
tear it up. Tear it up.
Kids don't get beat like how
dare you say my parents dare you say something though.
Yeah, hey, I tell you what, I better thank the lucky stars I don't have kids, because I'd have been in jail already for child abuse. Because you got me fucked up. You ain't doing that shit to me.
Yeah,
I will pick your ass up by the shirt, beat your ass, and walk with you around hanging like this the whole motherfucking. Because no, you're not. No, you're not,
bro. We used to get beat in the store, on the way to the car, in the car,
and then when you get home,
yeah, like it was a whole piece whooping.
This is different people whooping your ass the whole time.
I couldn't ask for shit in the store. I can ask for shit in the store.
Don't ask for shit. Don't touch shit. Don't ask for shit.
When we get in here, don't touch nothing. Don't ask for nothing, because you ain't getting it. Sit your ass back and let's go shopping.
Don't wait till you get to the fucking register.
Okay.
And that candy and shit, man.
I know that. I know what that okay was. Calissa calling.
Yes.
This nigga face right now is freaking hilarious.
Such a dad face. Like
you know what? Let me jump in here real quick, man. Gentlemen. We're about to hit 1:30. Final thoughts, Outlaw. What's up?
Man, I just love this time of year. I'm just gonna say it. I'm a big Christmas kid. I'm a big Christmas adult. So like, y'all get out there and enjoy this cold weather we've been having. It's actually been really nice outside. Get you a boot thing and some hot. It was a little warm today. Man, get you a little boot thing to warm up next to, get some hot chocolate. Go look at some Christmas lights.
Mr. My back still hurting. You got something else to add to that?
You know, my back's still hurting. No Diddy. But
man, please stop saying it like that, bro.
I just said no Diddy. So we good. We
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The Christmas tree in the background, but it's been nice. That's a vibe, bro.
Yeah. I put that up. We put that up yesterday. So it was nice little family little thing. You know, go ahead and take the blur off. You know,
that's nice, bro. That's nice.
It's nice. You got a little Charlie Brown little thing circling around. I need to kill that shit.
Right.
But tis the season, you know, to be jolly. So go out outside. This is the time to get active. You know, I love cold weather because I'll be outside more in the cold weather than it does.
Oh, big facts.
Than it does in the heat.
I've been doing cardio in the park. It's been nice.
Man, it's been real nice. It's real nice. But no, it's a beautiful time of year. I love the show. Yeah, that was a good topic with GQ let off right there to get into. But no, by the way, in this time of living.
Oh, look who stopped in. Look who stopped in. Your brother.
Round. No, he got some cold weather.
Wait, he in Iowa?
He in Iowa. So he posted what yesterday or today? It was 10 degrees. I said, miss me with that shit. 10 degrees.
Man,
and the sun was coming out.
One of my contractors wanted us to go visit their facility in North Dakota in January. I was like, North Dakota in January? Niggas not built for that kind of shit.
We're not built for that. Get up out of there.
Shadows in the window.
But now, y'all go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube and Facebook, all that shit. So, yeah. What up, Mike?
See, I was about to say, so neither one of y'all gonna introduce me, huh? That's what we gonna do.
What up, Mike?
Shout out to Mr. Jim. My final thoughts are basically make sure you like, subscribe, you share your favorite podcast, which is this one. We already know. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you catch us tomorrow. It's me. It's Moo. Shout out Moo, even though Moo ain't on here today. And if any Gauntlet was not access today, but catch me, Moo, and Willie tomorrow night on PVT. Friday, catch the best damn football show in there, period, where they talk that ish inside the huddle. Of course, catch Basket to Basket on Monday. I was on that show permanently at one point, but I'm not on that show permanently now. So if I get off on time, I will hop on. You're going to be with Boo Wop and Troy. And of course, next week, Wednesday, you're right back here for Gentlemen's Talk, where we bring that good shit on the microphone.
At the same bat time on the same bat channel.
Yeah.
Through with it.
Yeah,
hey, we got to start wearing some Christmas shirts these next couple episodes. I got some Christmas hoodies and shirts.
I would also like to hold on now. I would also like to tell everybody, since Outlaw and Mr. Gent wanted to talk about Christmas. Christmas is a day and not a season. It's one fucking day. One day.
You don't sound very jolly, bro.
You don't sound very jolly. I don't hear the hoe in your hoe in your hoe now. Come on,
man.
Now.
Fuck y'all jolly. It's one day. It's not a season.
Man, it's the Christmas season now.
Bro,
Christmas season is where a bunch of fake ass people get together and fake they happy. And that's exactly why a lot of them commit suicide after Christmas.
You sound like bum
humbug.
Damn.
I'm a Scrooge, and I don't give a damn.
He's the mean one.
I'm a Scrooge, and I don't care. I don't care.
Fuck did I come
Christmas
back to?
One day.
This nigga over here hating on Christmas, bro. Like,
I'm not hating on Christmas. I am not
anti-jolly.
No. I'm not hating on Christmas.
Where Carla at?
I jingle all the way.
She can feel however the hell she want to feel. She know where I stand. Christmas is one day. There's no such thing as the Christmas season. It's one day. It's December 25th.
So when you have kids, bro, you're not gonna get into it, bro.
Bro, I don't have. Let me tell you something. I don't even have a Christmas tree up at this point, and I'm not gonna put one up. It's one day. It's one freaking day. One day. I'll put the tree up on Christmas Eve. Put the presents under the tree, cranks. And then on December 26th,
the crank right now.
Pull that motherfucking tree back. No, see,
I ain't even mad at him.
And this is what. And see, y'all saying I sound like the cranks, this and that. But here's what I'm also tell you: there's a lot of fake people during Christmas time that don't fuck with you, don't give a damn about you, don't care what you got going on, but they fake happiness.
No, there's no problem with that. That's facts.
And that's a mic drop. It's a fact.
Facts.
Here's my rebuttal.
People will be people.
No, fuck that. What them people got to do with you? I'm not gonna let them detract from my fucking jolly nature. Fuck them.
I didn't say your jolly nature was wrong. I am telling you, I just don't believe in Christmas spirit. I'm not saying your jolly nature is wrong. I just don't believe in Christmas spirit. I believe in Christmas Day. I don't believe in the Christmas spirit for 24 days before Christmas. I believe in Christmas Day. That's fine. I buy presents for everybody, and everybody always tell me I'm a Scrooge. But I buy
12 days.
But on Christmas Day, I'm definitely in like, hey, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. But after Christmas, I'm going back to me. I don't even know why y'all acting. Because this is what I know. Christmas brings out the fake in
5.
And I don't like fake.
You know, speaking of Christmas, we got a Christmas show this year.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't enjoy the faking people. Don't fake in front of me. I want you to be you in front of me.
You look confused, bro.
You look real confused.
And that's just where I stand. Like
it's the 25th on a Wednesday.
I won't be here.
No, hey, no harsh feelings to anybody that celebrates Christmas all month long. I have no harsh feelings. I'm just a person like, yo, Christmas is just one day. It's not a season. Winter is the season. Christmas is one day.
I do not celebrate Christmas all month long. I do
Your
have
wife does.
Yes, my family absolutely does. And I don't hold it against them. I am an emotional support husband.
Okay.
There you go. No, you roll. Speaking of roles,
I buy presents and everything.
Men out here, or men out here, don't live above y'all's means for going all out for Christmas.
Oh, facts.
Remember your bills.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Remember your bills.
Hey, listen. Remember the mortgage comes out 6 days after Christmas.
Yeah, so don't do too much now. Come on now.
This nigga.
Am I wrong?
He not wrong.
January 1st, the rent's due. There's a reason why there's a song called "It's the First of the Month." Yeah,
wake up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give y'all a real life pro tip. Buy Christmas gifts throughout the year and just hold on to that shit. Do not buy all that shit all at once.
That's hard.
Starting in September, start buying Christmas gifts in September.
Yeah, start in September, bro. Like start in September, just start buying shit. Yeah.
You know why it's easy? All you gotta have is like me. I got a storage unit.
Mr. GQ, final thoughts.
Very simple. Great show. Enjoyed the fun. Enjoyed being back. Last week was great. Can't wait for the next live on location next year. Somehow, some way, we'll have to figure out how to do a couple more live on locations because them live on location shows be kind of fun. So we will have to look at exploring that a little bit more. But
hey, we might have to do that Easter coming up next year, even though it's a Sunday. We could have a pop up.
That'll be tricky. Be a lot going on Easter. I'll be trying to get I'll be trying to prep the house for Easter.
I appreciate you, brother. I like my macaroni. Just dip it in a little bit of
macaroni.
Well, you still I appreciate it, brother. I like my macaroni. that's Mr. Gent, brother. That's funny as hell.
That's my older brother.
And it's funny because GQ actually knows him, and I don't think he knew that was your brother.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I was gonna because you went to Lee. He went to Lee as well. So, but he's on a soccer team.
Small world. The soccer team and the cross country team practice together.
What you sipping on, DJ Micah B?
Well, I am sipping on some White Oak straight out of Trinidad.
I actually picked up the Shiner Cheer today.
Come around here.
Ah, that's some good stuff right there.
I'm sipping on some White Oak with my nigga right here. One of my DJ buddies right here, DJ Cam Boy. Shout out DJ Cam Boy in the building.
So what up, DJ Cam Boy? Shout out to my brother. Follow him on Instagram, The Round Hero. I posted
is this Cam? David Wallace? Is that Cam?
Yes.
He's stupid at all.
Sipping on warm milk.
That's nasty.
That's very nasty.
I mean, if you think about it, hot chocolate's just warm milk.
I mean, yeah, but I ain't sipping on it.
I don't say that ever again.
Listen, if I'm gonna sip on some warm milk, it better be some breast milk.
Ooh.
I want some Cambodian breast milk.
These Dave Chappelle ass.
It's got circulate that flavor.
Cambodian breast milk.
I'm gonna say something really unhinged though before we go, man. Breast milk low key tastes like vanilla almond milk.
I mean, but is he wrong?
I can't answer that question. I don't know. I don't know.
You're not allowed.
I don't have a child. I don't have a child.
I love how you swirled in your chair after saying that shit.
The first time I had breast milk, it wasn't from a kid.
That's not what I'm saying, and you know better than that. Fuck you, man. You know exactly what I'm talking. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know exactly.
I'm not saying use it as coffee creamer, but it don't taste bad.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm getting off the screen whether they in the show or not, because I am fucking done with this shit. All right, y'all. We're gonna catch y'all next week, Wednesday. You already know what it is. GQ, go ahead and end that thing for us.
Right. Well, I can't because I have one more thing. I want to give a special shout out to all of our subscribers. We have surpassed 3,000 subscribers. We are at 3,007. So special shout out to everybody that has hit that subscribe button, that's been supporting the shows, all 4 of the shows since day one. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And I wanted to make sure we shouted it out. Make sure y'all catch PVT tomorrow. Make sure y'all catch Inside the Huddle tomorrow. I'm sure DJ Mike B already said it, but I'm going to reiterate that shit because we stand on business around here. We support our shows around here. So with all that being said, now we are
motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it.